Well, for more on the Senate budget votes and what challenges this nation faces, we welcome Senator Lamar Alexander, Republican of Tennessee. Senator, great to talk with you again.
Thanks, Lou. Thanks for the invitation.
Senator, these votes, let me start with the biggest loser of the losers in the Senate votes, and that's 0 to 97 for the president's plan. We're told that's just a procedural matter. No votes at all? That looks bad, don't you think?
Well, I think so, too. I mean, this is more than a procedural matter. Everybody knew this was about the proposals in general. And what it means is even the Democrats don't want to vote for a bill like the president's that would double and triple the debt. So that's a little progress.
Well, and if I may declare a winner among the losers, Senator Pat Toomey's proposition failing 55 to 42. And, you know, as I'm saying this to you, Senator, I want to assure you I'm aware of the irony of what perhaps absurdity of cataloging it this way. I mean, where do we go here with a vote on the 2012 budget? This looks, if you look at these four votes, hopeless.
Well, what's hopeless is the fact that for 750 days, the Democrats who've been in charge haven't produced a budget. I mean, that's really malfeasance. The first thing we ought to do is produce a budget and then try to stay within it. I thought it was also interesting that almost all of the Republicans supported the House budget, which includes Paul Ryan's budget. None of us think it's perfect. Right. All of us want to save Medicare, but we also want to get the debt down. So we're serious about that.
Yeah. And I should point out that Senator Alexander voted for both the Ryan proposal and the Toomey proposal. That's correct, Senator?
Correct. That is correct.
Let's turn to this issue of Medicare. The president, former president, Bill Clinton, acknowledges that Democrats should not be hiding behind this issue, that real reform is necessary. One of the few Democrats to be candid about it. What's it going to take here for there to be grown-up discussion of this very real issue, one that every honest person in this debate sees as unsustainable?
Well, grown-up is the right word. I mean, every person who's looked seriously at the debt knows that we have to deal with Medicare if we want to stop spending money we don't have. Now, I like the proposal by former Senator Domenici, a Republican, and former Democratic Budget Director Alice Rivlin, which says on Medicare that you can go into the marketplace and shop. If you don't like what you find, you can come back to traditional Medicare. They say it saves lots of money. But look, the president said we have to fix Medicare. Steny Hoyer said we have to fix Medicare. Even Nancy Pelosi has said that. Now Bill Clinton. They all know that. So we should stop playing politics and act like grown-ups.
But it looks like, Senator, as you well know, it looks like they're going to run like hell against you using Medicare as a hammer.
Well, they will. But what we have to do is make it as painful for them to explain why they didn't deal with the debt as they're trying to make it painful for why we did try to save Medicare. I'm perfectly willing to do that because people in Tennessee expect me to act responsibly. That means saving Medicare, a program that has more money going out this year than it has coming in.
Let me ask you this, because it becomes disconcerting for those of us who are concerned about business and jobs and wealth creation in this great free enterprise capitalist economy. We're not hearing much from the president, the Democratic leadership, or for that matter, from the Republican leadership, Senator, about restoring prosperity, creating jobs, and generating wealth, and energizing this great economy of ours. Is that going to be, at some point, a focus of the Republican leadership, the Republican Party?
The answer is yes, and it has to be. I mean, it is our focus, just the debt gets more of the attention. But the Gallup poll this week said you ask Americans the biggest problem, 74% say the economy. We think the Obama administration is a regulatory approach that throws a big, wet blanket over job creation. We want to try to make it easier and cheaper to create private sector jobs. That's why we're fighting repeal of the right to work. That's why we don't like the health care bill. That's why we want trade agreements enacted. That's why we want to control the debt. So yes, jobs are at the top of our list, but the debt is an important part of that.
All right. Well, Senator, always good to talk with you. Thanks for being here. Come back soon.
Thank you, Lou.
Senator Lamar Alexander. More breaking news. President Obama's nominee for appellate court